Alright guys, welcome back to Speed Punk's Garage. Today I'm going to jack up the back end of my truck. I'm going to remove the 8 bed bolts. I found that they're 18 millimeter. You'll need an extension in order to get to the ones in between the frame. And then I'm going to put a bottle jack on the leaf spring and actually jack the bed up on each side. So there's 8 bed bolts. I'll show you real quick. So there's one right there. There's one right there, and then behind the wheel, they're in the hole. Up there's one, and then there's another one up there. And then you pop them out, passenger and driver side, and then you're able to jack up the bed. And the reason why I'm doing it this way, because I wanted to paint my frame, scrape off all the factory wax coating that they put on here, and then I'm gonna treat it with rust preventative, and then I'm gonna paint it with an enamel so it lasts a lot longer. So there's 8 bed bolts, like I said. I found 18 millimeter fits best, and there's 2 grounds. There's one back here by the trailer hitch. That's a 10 millimeter. I didn't have to remove it, but you may have to, because I had enough slack in order to get the fuel pump out. And then there's one more ground right here that's connected to, that's a 10 mil as well. That's connected to your filler. So unbolt this 10 mil, and since you're unbolting it anyway, you might as well clean this ground up. I cleaned it with some emery cloth, and I put some dielectric grease in between, and I recoated it with some enamel, so it's a lot better. And so while you're doing that, come into your gas fill. There's 3 7 millimeter bolts to hold the gas fill, and then it kind of just pushes through. You can kind of see it better. So there you go. You'll see it. Say 1, 2, 3, and then this just falls through, and you can actually jack up this side of the bed. And that's how I got to the fuel pump. It's a hell of a lot easier to get to without the bed in the way. So let's get started. So for today's project, me jacking up the bed in order to get to the frame, this is the tools that I'm using. A couple of 4x4 blocks, engine enamel, that's the stuff I'm going to be using underneath the Rust Converter Ultra. This is the Rust Converter Ultra that I use. I've had really good luck with this. This whole gallon will do your truck 2 or 3 times for multiple vehicles. This stuff is expensive. As of right now on Amazon, it's like $60 a gallon, but it's totally worth it. This stuff really works well. I had good luck with it. Anyway, 4x4 blocks, 7 millimeter for the gas fill, 3 bolts, 10 mil for the 2 grounds, bottle jack, obviously, pairing in those pliers to help remove the plastic clips. Same thing with the flathead, they help with the plastic clips on the nylon lines. Pair of pliers. Dielectric grease, there's some of the fit-ins, the electrical connections, a scraper to remove the old paint from the frame, wire brush to clean the frame, anti-seize for the bolts, and then just a magnetic bolt holder. And that's pretty much all I used in order to do this project. This isn't anything crazy. A lot of people already have this in their garage to begin with, so hopefully that helps if you're trying to get an idea what you might need in order to do this. That's pretty much it, guys. I guess the most difficult part was doing it, one side at a time. Obviously, I did it by myself. If you had another person helping you, you can literally pick up the entire bed and put it on your lawn. All right, guys, just a quick recap. I removed all 8 bed bolts. They were 18 millimeter because there was obviously a small coating of rust from being under the truck, and of course it's starting to rain while I'm trying to film this really quick. But jacked it up, had a bottle jack right here on a 4x4 rested on the leaf spring, jacked up the bed through another, I guess it's like a 5x5 I had laying around. As you can see, I got a lot of room now to get in there and get to the fuel filter. And the reason why I did it this way as opposed to dropping the tank, as you can see, I just scraped and I'm recoating my frame at the same time, because all this was all rusty. It actually didn't look really good, but now you can see it's all coated now. I got some DE 1634, really nice paint, and I'm coating my entire frame. So we're trying to kill two birds with one stone. So just a quick update. It's obviously starting to pour, because why wouldn't it? And let's go back in the garage real quick while this storm passes. The fuel pump I opted for was a Delphi, right here, FG 1832. It's made by Borg Warner, which is a reputable company. Hopefully, you know, this lasts a long time. It got really good reviews. I got it from AutoZone. It wasn't that much. The OEGM one wasn't in stock, unfortunately, or else I wouldn't want that. The only good thing about this one is it actually did come with a new gasket. It came with a new gasket, which is cool, so I didn't have to buy it separate. I also came with a new level sensor right here. It's got the little, came as all one unit, so I don't have to take anything out of the existing one. As you can see, I got this one prepped because I'm painting it. I'm going to put the DE 1634 engine enamel on top of this, and then I'm going to clear coat it as well, so I don't have any issues with it rusting out like it did on me originally. I'll try to insert some pictures of what it looked like. Actually, obviously, after I get the old one out, I'll show you exactly where it rusted out. But this whole area rusted out, and that's what actually created the leak. That small evap leak that I was hunting down for a couple of months now. Let me get this out of the rain, because of course it's going to start raining. So yeah, it was just a quick, just wanted to give you a quick rundown on where I'm at. The bed bolts, they came out all right. The driver's side was in good shape. Passenger side, not so much. They were kind of rusted in spots. The last one, unfortunately, I had to heat up, and actually ended up cutting the bolt in order to get it off. So, like I said, it's probably standard, but 18 millimeter, because of how much crud and stuff's on here, fit perfectly, and it didn't round any of the heads off or anything like that. I'll try to lay everything out so it's easy to get going. Also, I bought a new fuel pump fastener ring, whatever the hell you want to call it. Oh, here it is. Fuel pump lock ring. CarQuest had a nice black powder coated one. Let's see if I can give you the part number on that. There's a part number on it. You can stop, pause it if you need it. This was like 10 bucks. Just cheap insurance. It's black powder coated, and then even after I put the pump in, I'm gonna pardon my French, I'm going to seal it. I'm gonna probably clear coat everything and try to protect it the best I can at this point. Got some dielectric grease too. That doesn't have to do with nothing. I got a couple grounds I want to replace. I bought a new ground. I'll do that in another video. I figured I might as well, since I got underneath the truck and I got the bed partially removed at this point. Honestly, if I had probably another guy or two, I might probably ask my neighbor, but if I had another guy or two, we could literally pick up the bed and put it on my grass. The bed's really not that heavy, it's just awkward because of how long it is. Like I said, I used the bottle jack in between. I'll show you a quick snapshot of how to do that. It's really not that hard. And like I said, the only reason why I went this route is so I can paint my frame and do undercoating and, you know, treat it really well. This is the paint that I'm using right here. Low gloss black DE 1634 engine enamel. And I like this stuff because it's got ceramic. I don't know if it matters or not, but this does cure hard, and it resists oil and all that other stuff, which is nice. Unfortunately, since our trucks come from the factory with a waxy coating on, I just took a paint scraper like this one right here. I literally took this, scraped off the wax coating, got it down to bare metal. Then I used some rust converter. This is the stuff I got from Amazon. Stuff's kind of expensive, but a whole gallon will do your entire truck, and probably several other trucks as well. I haven't even used a whole gallon on my truck, and I've been using it for like 2 years now. But this stuff, I convert all the rust. It dries to like a matte black finish, which is almost like a primer, and then I coat it with the DE 1634, and it's the best undercoating you can pretty much get at that point. It's like, yeah, chip resistant, and I take this thing off road and stuff, hit stumps and stuff, and it doesn't even scratch it, which is awesome. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I just wanted to keep you guys updated on what's going on. As soon as this rain passes, I'm gonna try to get that original pump out, and you'll see me swapping some stuff over. All right, now that the rain finally passed for a little bit, and kind of get in here a little bit, jacked it up with the bottle jack, as you can tell. Got some bricks, some stuff underneath it. You can finally see what I'm talking about how rusty this thing is. so you can get in there. Look at that. It's insane. Shame on you, GM. Like, what the heck? You gotta be kidding me. Like, you don't freaking coat this stuff? Especially under the vehicle? Like, I popped this line off, and I barely pried on it. Look at this. Look at this. It's literally falling off. It's so rusted, it's falling off. Absolutely ridiculous. I got 47,000 miles on this truck. And as you can tell, my truck is pretty clean. I keep, you know, I rinse it off. I hose it down after, you know, driving it on the salty roads and stuff. My frame's in good shape. But this is absolutely ridiculous, if you ask me. I'm kind of disappointed in General Motors and Chevy. I soaked it in Aerocrol. Try to get this ring off. As you can see, I'm working on getting the lines off first. They're kind of a pain in the ass. You got like 2 tabs on the side and this centerpiece pops out. And luckily I was able to get this off, but you can see, like I said, barely any pressure and this thing already snapped. So it was just a matter of time before this thing was going to crap the bed. This is where I'm at now. I'll come back after I get the lines off. I'm going to try to air hammer this off. Hopefully I have enough room to do it. Just a small recap, see what I'm working with. That's all, guys. Alright, I start recording because it's obviously easier to get the camera. This literally snapped off inside the line. As you can tell, it was completely rusted out, but I was able to get the lines out so I don't have to buy new lines. I just taped everything off with painter's tape for now, because I just gotta pop this ring out. I'm gonna try to get the edge of the ring. I'm gonna try to hit the edge of the ring like right here. Hopefully get it loose enough. I gotta obviously get a air gun or something to blow all this crap out. I got this all taped off. When I take this out, I'll show you how crusty and rusty this was. It's actually unbelievable. It's ridiculous how I don't know why they don't make these A, plastic, or B, even better, stainless steel from the factory. Like I said, as you can look at my frame, it's not in bad shape, because like I said, I always take my car through the car wash and I rinse everything off. Obviously at the top of this tank just doesn't see I guess enough of the car wash. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm kind of pissed about it, honestly, but it is what it is. I mean, this truck's 2016. Like I said, I don't even have 50,000 miles. I got like 48 and change or something like that. It's like, you know, I drive this truck when it's inclement weather, and I use it around, you know, the house for towing and put my quad in the back and stuff. But I still shouldn't have evap leaks from a rusted fuel pump. I mean, come on. So I just wanted to show you that. The fuel lines were kind of a pain in the butt to take off. There is a clip on the bottom. If you're approaching it from that side, it's probably easier. But like I said, I'm coming from the driver's side wheel well because I got it jacked up. Because like, I'm gonna redo my frame anyway. I'm gonna paint everything. I'm gonna rust proof everything that I can see at this point, because I'm kind of pissed about this and I want to do it right. It's the way it should have been from the factory, but don't make me get started on that. So I just wanted to give you a quick update. Got the fuel lines off. The one that looks like it's for a vent snapped off the side. That's this hole right here. This big one came off pretty easy. This one, it just bent up a little bit, but as you can see, it's still heavily corroded and crusty. It's just it's ridiculous. But I want to show you this. There's not too many videos that are actually showing you how crusty and rusty these things get. I got a couple clamps just holding the lines out of the way. I'm going to try to hit this ring right here in the corner and pop this loose. I've had this soaking for at least 24 hours. I soaked the hell out of it, as you can see. So we'll see. After I get this out, I'll take the whole thing out and I'll show you guys. I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop of what was going on. All right. In true real world situation fashion, that was a pain in the butt to get out. That ring definitely was a battle. I came in through this side, came up, and you can see now I got it out. I'm going to stick a magnet in there, try to get any of the debris out. There's a lot of rust and contaminants around here. I'm going to clean it out really good. But now that I got the pump out, I can show you exactly the reason why it failed. And it's actually pretty bad. Oh, anyway, say hi to Gunner. Hey, puppy. Hey, buddy boy. He's out here with me today. Hey, back up a little bit so people can see you. Come here. There you go. What's up, buddy? Hi. You been a good boy? Give me a paw. Come on, give me a paw. No? You want to lick my hand? He's a good boy. He's out here on his tether. Anyway, let's take a look at this. fuel pump. I got the Delphi one next to it, so I was just matching it, making sure it looks good. Look at this thing, absolutely ridiculous. It's a clear through shot. Look at that. I didn't do anything. This is just how it came out. Look, flaking off, whole thing. You know, like the fuel level sensor and stuff was still working fine. All this stuff was working fine. The only reason why I had to replace it is because it's literally rotten out on the hat. Absolutely ridiculous. So there you go. It's a good shot of it. This is the ring, literally rusted to the top. So I had to actually bust out the air hammer in order to get it out. And even with the air hammer, it was still a pain in the butt. So I got a new seal that came with the new pump. I bought a new ring, which is black powder coated, so hopefully this doesn't happen again. But even after I put the new one in, I'm gonna clear coat the entire thing. I coated it already. The brand new one's painted. So hopefully this won't happen for a long time. But look, I got the light on so you can see it. Absolutely insane. Look at this. Look at this, size of my thumb. Size of the hole. I'm wondering why I got an evap leak. Holy crap. Absolutely insane. This is in good shape. Everything else looks good. It's just really up here. It's wild. Can't believe it. But I got it. Looking right at it. Anyway, there's the Delphi or Delphi, however you want to pronounce it. But like I said, I was kind of surprised to learn that they were built by Borg-Warner, which is a decent, reputable company. So I'm fond of that, which is cool. Looks like there's a cover. Yeah, this cover looks like it pops off. No idea what the heck this is. Some type of sensor or something. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Mexico. But here's the same one on the new pump. Looks like it had this little plastic cover on it, so I'm just going to transfer that over. Maybe it's just a protector or something. But you can see, brand new. I painted it, then it cured for a little while. I just wanted to match it up. It's obviously identical. It's laid out exactly the same. All the components look exactly the same, so I was happy to see that. The reason why I went with this one, because it has a lifetime warranty. I figure, hey, my truck's paid off. I'm going to keep it for a long time. If this thing takes a crap, he has a pain in the butt to pull, but at least it's a lifetime warranty, and it'll save me 350 bucks. Obviously, that's ridiculous. If this pump does this, I'll be pulling it out and bringing it back to Advance and getting a brand new one, because I'm not dealing with this ever again. So that's pretty much it. Just want to give you a small recap. I'm going to clean out my tank. I got some magnets, long magnets on a stick, or whatever you want to call it. I got some of the little tiny rust particles. I mean, my tank looks really good. It's a plastic tank, so it's not rusted or nothing. You can kind of see in there. Yeah, you get the idea. I'm going to clean around the ring real good, clean all the connections, and put the new pump in, and that should be it. As soon as I get the new pump in, I'll come back and give you an update. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, what the heck was going on with that and how ridiculous that is. And if you have an evap leak that you've been trying to freaking trace, like I said, I've been chasing this one for about a month and a half now. It always comes up as a small evap leak for some reason. That's a pretty decent sized rust hole, so I have no idea why it was a small one. It's just that's how it came up. So, but yeah, there you go. You can see right through that bad boy. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, enough rambling. I'll get back to work. Alright, pardon my closeness to the microphone, but I'm about 2 inches away because there's not a lot of room under here. As you can see, I got the new pump in. These lines came off pretty decent. In case nobody's ever did them before, this little tab, these two separate and then push down, and then the whole thing pops out. Same thing with this green one right here. This one like separates out and out, and then it goes down, and then underneath here you can get a flathead, and then it pops out. This one has a safety tab. You got to remove this green lock. There's like a green lock right here. These two pop out, and then this pops out, and then this slides off. Same thing with the wiring. There's like a locking tab. This thing pops out, and you squeeze it, and it pops off. This one's just a squeeze one. I think this is just like a pressure gauge or something like that. I'm not sure what this is, what this sensor is. It can't be that important because it's not even connected to the pump. It just looks like a vent almost, actually. I got some dielectric grease, just tune-up grease, you know, stuff you put on spark plugs if you're doing a tune-up. Coated the green gasket, or I guess you want to call it like a, I mean, it's like an O-ring, giant O-ring essentially. Coated that, coated underneath, coated these lips. As you can tell, you can see it's all coated with dielectric grease. Coated these with dielectric grease, so they slid on, and you won't have any issues with the O-rings. I'm gonna wipe it all down. I'm gonna come back in here. I'm gonna clear coat this whole thing. I painted it. I'm gonna clear coat everything. I'm gonna clear coat this ring, everything you see. I'm gonna clear coat. I'm gonna try to prevent this from happening again in the future, because it's not a pain. I mean, it's tedious. That's what it comes down to. It's just a tedious process. I don't want to be doing this like every couple of years. Hopefully this pump lasts a long time. If it doesn't, I got a lifetime warranty on it. I'm gonna get some rubbing alcohol, wipe this all down, wipe any of the loose grease off, and then I'm gonna clear coat it. So that's where I'm at right now. While I have the truck bed up, obviously I'm gonna scrape some of this rust off in various spots. You can see, just scrape this stuff off. I'm gonna coat everything, some rust preventative, then I'm gonna paint it, and then that should be it. I'll lower the bed back down, and that's it. New fuel pump's in. I'm gonna hook up a couple grounds while the bed's up in the air and test it and make sure it works before I lower the bed, because that would suck. And that should be it, guys. I'll check in if I make some more progress in a little bit. Obviously I couldn't film putting this in. Luckily this let me climb back out really quick. I'll show you real quick. Luckily the fuel pump, it's under spring tension. Here's the old one I can show you. So you see these springs, these two springs right here? Like, you can push the whole pump down, and that helps a lot in order to get it in. Obviously you have the level sensor. You put this level sensor in the hole like first, and then you kind of angle it, and then you kind of squeeze it, you collapse it, and then it will pop back up. It only sticks up about like this much, so it doesn't take a lot of pressure to push it down. Put the lock ring on, and then, you know, kind of lock it in place. I used a fat flathead to get underneath the lip of the new one, and then I just tapped it with a hammer until it locked. You'll see like where it's supposed to be. There's like these little ridges that go like around the fuel pump, and then there's one direction that this can go because of this tab right here. The new fuel pump can only go in one way, so everything lines up essentially. I'm gonna take out the fuel level sensor because it works. I might even take out the pump and just save it as a spare, just to I mean, like I said, everything works on this thing. It kind of sucks that the hat rusted out, or whatever you want to call it. Like, you get, it's ridiculous. I can't get over it. I can't. I show it every time because that's insane to me, how crusty that thing is. You know, like, I'm not going in the ocean with my truck. I mean, this is ridiculous, but whatever. Like I said, I already complained about it. You don't want to hear me bitch about it anymore, but I just wanted to show you the old pump, and the new pump's in. I got some maintenance to do. I'm gonna clear coat the whole thing, wipe it down, some rubbing alcohol, make sure it's nice and clear, nice and clean. I mean, so that the clear coat sticks, and then I'm gonna go from there. But there it is. She's installed. I'm gonna connect the ground over here by the filler, and there's another ground that's loose on the other side. And then I'm gonna turn the key on, prime it, and make sure the pump works. I'm gonna hear it run, make sure it sounds good before I start lowering this bed. And like I said, I'm gonna leave the bed up for a couple more hours anyway, because I'm gonna scrape and rust prevent and treat my frame. You can get a good look at my frame though. It's in pretty decent shape. Like I said, I take care of my stuff. I'm pretty meticulous when it comes to coating stuff and just being on top of stuff, because just to prevent this stuff from happening. But obviously it doesn't matter how much preventative maintenance you do, if you don't see the top of your fuel tank or inside your rails, obviously it's going to get rusty, and I guess there's not much you can do about it, unfortunately. You know, they don't make things like they used to. And when I say that, I mean it, because this is a 2016, this is a 1961, and this thing is solid. It weighs probably more than my truck. It's longer than my truck, and this thing is awesome, and I'll be doing a lot of videos of this coming up in the future. I love this car. This is a family vehicle. It's been in the family for 3 generations. It's just a quick glimpse. Try to get some people excited about it in the channel. There's nothing wrong with it. I got the hood open because it's just in here for storage, and I like to leave the hood open so I can check for leaks and stuff when I run it. But long story short, that should be it, guys. I'm gonna check in when I make more progress. There's no sense in staring at my arms while I'm scraping rust and stuff. That's boring as hell. You know how to treat rust. It's not that big of a deal. Sorry, my throat's dry because it's very warm out and humid. This bottle jack was a lifesaver. Definitely lifting up high enough. You definitely need to remove all 8 bolts. I found out the hard way. I heard you can just do 4 on this side and loosen the other side, but you can't, and I'll show you why. Because you can't get the bed high enough to get the fuel pump out without it pinching up against your bumper. See, like how much pressure I have in my bumper right now, and I was trying to avoid that. And you can avoid it if you jack this up a little bit more. If I got another couple pieces of wood underneath there, I think it'll be fine. But I threw some bricks underneath it in case this bed slid. It wouldn't crush my head. You know, I was trying to be safe about it, as safe as possible. But look at that, doesn't it look funny? Oh, my little buddy checking in on me. You're doing good, buddy. Look how far we got. Are you excited? Yeah. Pretty soon we'll go in the woods and go play. Yeah. You wanna go run around like a maniac? I know you do. All right, guys, that's it. Oh, okay. Yeah, he agrees. All right, guys, just a quick update. It's been 24 hours since I sprayed the Rust Converter Ultra on my entire frame. I didn't even paint it yet. This is just the surface rust that turned to like almost like a black primer. You can kind of see it. Let me see if I turn the light on for you. There you go. So I'm going to paint all this with the engine enamel. I just started the truck, listened to the new pump. Sounds good. Nothing sounds funny. The fuel level sensor's working properly, so everything looks good over here. I'm gonna electrical tape this down just to keep it, you know, from rubbing against stuff, and just paint my frame. I'm gonna basically spray enamel the entire frame while I'm under here. I just wanted to show you what the Rust Converter Ultra did by itself. Like I said, it gives you a really nice platform. Gives you a nice base for the paint to adhere to, which should be good. It's definitely a lot better than it was, I can tell you that. I don't know if it's coming across on camera, probably not, but if you own a Silverado or even the Fords, I know they have problems with the frames rusting out as well. Just take your time, especially like, yeah, if you're gonna be working on the fuel pump anyway. Like I said, this is the reason why I did the bed tilt, as opposed to just dropping the 2 straps and lowering the tank. I could have easily done that probably within like an hour and a half tops, just right here in my driveway. But I wanted to remove the bed because I saw that my frame was in desperate need of being recoated. So kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick update. When I come back, hopefully everything will be coated. It doesn't look like I'm running into any major issues, knock on wood. Everything looks good. I don't see any major leaks. I'm still going to smoke test this. I have a smoke machine. I'm going to hook it up to the gas fill, and I'm going to positively pressurize the system anyway and see if there's any other leaks that I don't see. You know, it'll be able to test all these connections as well, make sure I don't have any more leaks. I didn't see any leaks when I ran it just now, certainly looks good. To my amazement, while I have the bed up, I can actually see my brake lines, and they look awesome, which is like shocking because I know these Chevys are notorious for rusted brake lines. I coated these when I first bought the truck a long time ago, and they're holding up really well, which is shocking, especially like these areas underneath the bed and mounted to the frame. Usually where these retainer clips are, you get like a lot of debris and salt and corrosion and stuff in there, and these actually look really good. So I guess that's a positive out of this whole situation. Everything else looks pretty good. So that's it. Enough rambling for now. I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, got the smoke machine hooked up. These smoke machines, they literally pay for themselves. I had good luck with this just out of knockoff brand VX Scan V3. It was like $80 from Amazon. I got the Autoline Pro smoke fluid. It came with all the adapters. I'm using this one, so I'm pressurizing the fuel tank essentially right now. And without even introducing smoke into the system, I can actually test the system just by introducing the pressure, which is pretty neat. So if I increase this, see how it's holding? If I had a leak, it would actually drop. So now that I introduced, you know, I increased the pressure, now I got smoke coming out. See the smoke? So I'm gonna hook it up to this adapter right here, and I'm gonna introduce all this smoke into the system, and then I'm gonna crawl underneath there and I'm gonna check all the connections and stuff. So just bear with me. I'm gonna try to put you guys down, and then I'll hook this up. Okay, so I got the smoke machine hooked up. It's introducing smoke into the system now. As you can see, I got this adapter inside the filler neck. Obviously, I had to unbolt the filler neck in order to lift the bed anyway. So it's just kind of hanging here off the rubber. It's got a good amount of pressure in there right now. I got the smoke going in there. Just for demonstration purposes, I brought a spare battery out, but you can hook this up to your car battery, your truck battery, and run it at the same time. So let's crawl underneath here. Let's take a look, see if there's anything obvious. And it looks good. I mean, it'd be pretty obvious if I had any smoke pouring out of this, because there's a lot in there right now. So that's a great sign. That's exactly what I was looking for. So it looks like all these fittings are good, and the pressure inside the machine is stable. It's not bouncing or dropping or doing anything unusual. If you had a massive leak or even a small leak, honestly, because I had a small leak. Well, actually, it said small leak, but you saw the freaking rot hole in the top of my fuel pump. It would, like, I'd put pressure into it and it would just drop. Put pressure into it and it would just drop. And I just couldn't see the smoke on top of my tank. So I thought maybe it was just something like a bad sensor, a bad gate, or a bad purge valve or something like that. So I swapped that out initially, and that was like 30 bucks. And I know they're temperamental. And the one that I actually had, I can actually blow through it a little bit. So I ended up replacing it anyway. So, all right, well, enough of me talking. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing my voice. But if I'll give you something to look forward to for the puppy dog. Hey, buddy. He's just chilling with me. It's really nice out today. So he's going to be out here on his tether, doing his sniffs. He's going to do his little inspections. Yeah, he's a good boy. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm going to run this for like probably about 5 minutes. I'm going to fully charge the system with smoke and just look for leaks. And hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully my stupid evap leak that I keep getting finally is resolved. Alright, well, as you can see, I got the bed back down. I just bottle jacked one side up, removed the 4x4 blocks, lowered it down. It pretty much lined itself up pretty easily. Wasn't too bad. As you can see, I recoated my frame too. I think it came out pretty good. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll show you the 8 bed bolts are 18 millimeter. So you need a extension, and then they'll locate it underneath. Bear with me as I try to get you a good camera angle. There's one. I got them loose right now because I didn't torque them down yet. I'm gonna tighten them all down, and then I'm gonna torque them to 80 foot-pounds, because anywhere I've seen it is anywhere between 65 and 100 foot-pounds. So I'm just gonna do 80 and go from there. So I'm on the passenger side right now. Looking up, you can see the bed bolt. There's one there, there's one over there. And then you got 2 behind the wheel. Got one up through that slot right there. There's the other one. And then up through there is the other one. And that's it, guys. Have a good one. Hope everybody's got something cool going on this weekend. I know what I'll be doing. I'll be working on my truck, be working on the Cadillac, doing some performance runs in the BMW. So I'm going to be busy this weekend, which should be fun. Got a lot of videos coming up, so make sure you guys stick around. All right, thank you guys, appreciate you. Definitely stick around. There's going to be some really cool videos coming up. One more time, say bye-bye. Say bye, buddy. Say bye. Everybody just wants to see you, and they don't care about the cars. No, that's it. Yeah, you're a good boy. All right, guys, have a good day.